U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is calling on all parties in the Middle East to avoid what he calls escalatory actions, fears of a wider conflict growing with Iran vowing revenge. This follows the fatal strike on Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran.
Right now, the path that the region is on is toward more conflict, more violence, more suffering, more insecurity. And it is crucial that we break this cycle. And that starts with a ceasefire that we've been working on, and I believe is not only achievable, it has to be achieved. And then, building on that ceasefire, to have an end to the conflict in Gaza, to produce calm in the north between Israel and Lebanon, and then to work on broader, more enduring peace and security. But it all starts with a ceasefire.
It remains unclear how a ceasefire can be achieved with the death of Haniyeh, who was at the forefront of Hamas's international diplomacy. In the Iranian capital of Tehran, thousands gathered to mourn the Hamas chief in a symbolic funeral procession. The Republic's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, led funeral prayers. Hamas says Haniyeh will be buried in Doha. Protests have erupted across several territories, including Pakistan, Türkiye, Jordan, the occupied West Bank and Lebanon, in condemnation of the killing. And while Israel has yet to comment on the Tehran airstrike, it has confirmed the death of another Hamas official. Israel says Hamas military chief, that's Mohammad Deif, was killed in a strike in mid-July in Gaza. That attack also killed more than 90 people. Deif is believed to be one of the masterminds of the attack in Israel in October that started the latest round of conflict. And for more, Sarah Coates joins us live from Tel Aviv. Sarah, Iran insisting the airstrike that killed Haniyeh would not have happened without U.S. authorization. Meanwhile, we've had the U.S. top diplomat, that's Antony Blinken, saying a truce is imperative. There's no other recourse but a ceasefire. With disagreement, even on these basic points, are talks on any kind of ceasefire even possible at this moment?
Hello there, Wei Su. It would appear that this window for dialogue has now closed, potentially leaving two options. Now, one of those could be a massive escalation, a massive response by Iran and its proxies, really without the consultation of international players. The other option, the second option, could be a more measured, a more tempered response by Iran and these regional proxies, with the consultation of a number of international mediation efforts. But in saying this, even that second option could then elicit another response from Israel. So in saying all of this, this is a very dangerous time in the Middle East. This is a region on the brink. And we have been hearing, of course, from so many foreign diplomats to citizens, both here and also in Lebanon, saying, get out now while you still can. Get out while these commercial flights are still available. And Wei Su, on this topic, a number of airlines have just in the past hour or so announced that they are suspending, also cancelling flights, not just here to Tel Aviv, but also to Beirut, amid a lot of fear that this region could really spiral into an all-out regional war.
All right, perhaps not helping this, Sarah. Generally, Israel does not officially confirm responsibility for airstrikes, but now it has confirmed the death of another Hamas official, not Ismail Haniyeh, but Mohammad Deif, killed in an airstrike in mid-July in Gaza. How does this confirmation coming right now affect this current situation?
Well, certainly what this does is it emboldens Israel and it also weakens Hamas. We do need to remember that this is Mohammad Deif. He's the military commander of Hamas. He's been one of Israel's most wanted men for a very long time. And this confirmation from the IDF came less than 24 hours after Ismail Haniyeh was killed in Tehran. He was, of course, the Politburo chief of Hamas. So certainly this also puts the region in a far more dangerous dangerous time. And we have been hearing from Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. He came out on the back of this announcement about Mohammed Deif just a little while ago. He called him the Osama bin Laden of Gaza, and he said that this is a significant milestone in the process of dismantling Hamas. Now, we also do need to point out there are reports on Reuters right now, Wesu, that top Iranian officials are meeting with regional allies today to discuss a potential retaliation against Israel. And reports are also coming in, unconfirmed reports, that there are potentially 12 US warships on their way to this region right now. So once again, a very dangerous period.
Oh, thanks, Sarah Courts reporting live from Tel Aviv.